everyone, welcome back to the Wholesome Feed. So today I wanted to answer a question that a mama brought up, which is how can you bond with your little one if you are away from them a lot? If you're going to school, if you work a lot, if they are in daycare all the time, and the majority of their waking hours you weren't with them. You absolutely can still bond with baby completely. It's not necessarily about the quantity, it can be about the quality of the time. I do really encourage mamas, if you can take some time off from school, if you can pull back on hours at work when your kids are small, that's a worthwhile thing to do. You are not going to get those years back, and it's really beautiful to get to spend time with your little one. So if you can make that work, that is always my top suggestion when I get this question. Do what you can to be able to spend as much time with little ones and not have somebody else be taking care of them for you. But if that's not an option, and a lot of times that it's not, maybe you're finishing your degree, you've got to work these extra hours, or just a full-time job, and you just can't be with your little one the majority of their waking hours. There are kind of games and tips and tricks to try and help boost your bonding so that baby still feels really close to you. So my number one suggestion is to have focused playtime, where you don't have your phone around, you don't have the TV on, you don't have computer on, maybe you just have some kids music playing, and you do focused playtime that involves touch. Touch for little ones, under 5 age, is so key for bonding, right? If you aren't holding and cuddling and loving up your little ones, they don't have the security blanket, right? That kids that are being held and cuddled do. I always look at it with my son, who has all sorts of interesting needs in life, right? That I'm kind of helping him build up this armor through his security, through cuddles and love and comfort, that he will then take into life as an adult, right? He's taking that armor through life when he's an adult that he formed as a child, that's going to kind of help him fight off all that anxiety and stress and just painful things that happen in life as an adult that as a parent you can't stop. But you can give them that armor, you can help them build it up when they're little through touch and love and attention. And that's irreplaceable, right? Nothing can take that place, nothing can take your place in being able to give that to your child, because no one else can really build up that armor with them, that security blanket that they'll take through their life, whether consciously or unconsciously. Parents are the only ones that can do that. That's really powerful. That is probably the most powerful thing you can give your child, is that security and that comfort, that then they go through life not quite feeling the sharp stabs that come at them as much, right? And I see such a difference in adults that, were cuddled and loved and had gentle, kind parents, compared to parents that maybe were toughening them up, And I think people I've been really close to, such a difference in how they react as adults to things, and their sturdiness and their hardiness and their happiness in life, right? Because we all kind of want happy children. That's part of this bonding process, is you want your child to be happy. That's why you want to bond with them, and you want them to become happy adults. So focused playtime that involves touch. So give them a hug, give them a cuddle. If they can sit on your lap and play, if they can sit on your lap and read, that is wonderful. If they can play patty cake with you and be touching, if they can watch a movie with you and cuddle up, and if you're doing full-term breastfeeding, if they're still breastfeeding, part of why parents do full-time breastfeeding is not just the health benefits, which are a multitude, but also the security that it gives, which allows for healthy independence, not forced independence. And there's a big difference, but that's a whole nother video that I can talk about. One of the games that my son loves so much, that I can just tell it bonds him so much with me. He feels so close and important, because part of bonding with your child, if they're going to be in daycare a lot and they're kind of powerless in daycare, right? They don't have one-on-one attention. They aren't interacting the way they would with just their mom or just their dad at home, is to make them feel like they have some control and some power. And so play cooking, or real cooking, depending on the age of your little one, can be really powerful to let them do something with you, create something with you, and have some say and power in their life, that then makes it a really positive bonding experience for you and your little one. And that's something you can just add in at the end of your day. If you want to make a little dessert or a little dinner and just have your little one help on the small things, they aren't going to be making the whole thing, and realize, add 20 minutes for prep and cleanup time, because it's going to be a lot harder when a little monkey wants to help you. But they love it, and it's a beautiful time to naturally bond, where it's something you're going to be doing in your day anyway, even if it's heating up takeout food or frozen food. You know, let them stir it, let them have fun with it, and let them see that you're proud of them. That is a big bonding opportunity. If you have really limited time with your small one, and maybe, you know, they're up for an hour or two in the evenings, and then, you know, you get up, take them to daycare, come home, that's the same routine, and maybe you only have weekends with them, right, for any real quality time. A nice thing to do with kids is to have a weekly or a monthly, depends on how many kids you have and what your schedule is like, because I mean, I know firsthand, being a mom that works 7 days a week and trying to fit in quality time, that is not easy. Or it's like really easy to be a stay-at-home parent that doesn't have to worry about paying bills and that doesn't have to stress out all the time to be like, oh yes, I give my child one-on-one time this day and that day, and we go and we have this, right? I understand that can be really hard, but if you can carve out 2 hours on the weekend to have a special activity that just you and that child does, and it varies based on their age again, right? You know, you parent for the child, not for the parent, so it's individual for each child, what they would enjoy. That can be such a bonding experience. It can be wonderful, and it's such quality time that it lessens the anxiety of not having that quantity of time if your child is away from you a whole lot. I remember, you know, my mom would occasionally take me out for orange juice and croissants where we lived, and I loved that. It was so rare, right, because I was one of 5 kids, and probably she only did it like 2 or 3 times my entire childhood, but I still remember it. It's like, oh, it was so nice to have this one-on-one time and this quality time. I'll do mommy and me dates with my son, who I'm around all the time anyway, but we go out and we get an ice cream or we get a donut and we people watch together, and he, you know, even at 3, he has a great time. He loves it. We've been doing this since he was maybe 9 months old. I don't know, a couple times a year. I don't even do it once a month because I'm a full-time parent with him. And he loves it. He thinks it's so entertaining. I'll go, oh, do you want to do mommy me date? Yeah, let's go do that. I mean, that could be less about me and more about the donuts and ice cream, but you know, I'm delusional and I'm going to say, it's about me. No, bonding can be absolutely done in whatever time frame you have, no matter how busy you are. Don't feel guilty, you know. You have to do what makes your family work, and however that structure comes out, there's always ways to improve the quality of the bonding with everyone in your family, right? And a happy mama is a happy family. If you are stressed out and feeling guilty and miserable and that makes you anxious or angry, the whole family is going to suffer for that. So you relax, take it easy, don't have that horrible mommy guilt that you aren't with them 24/7. However long you can be with them, whatever quality of time you can give them, that's what matters. So until next time, I hope that this is a helpful vlog. I know that this is an issue that all moms deal with. It doesn't matter if you're a stay-at-home mom. We all struggle with trying to figure out how do we have beautiful quality bonding time with little ones, right? So feel free to check out our Patreon page for awesome videos on there. Check out my Instagram for photos between vlogs. And until next time.